أول حاجة أحب أشكر أستاذي دكتور يحيى صلاح مش بس على الفرصة اللطيفة دي إني أكون هنا among my distinguished professors and colleagues، لكن كمان على كل اللي هو علمه لنا سواء directly أو بإتاحة كل الفاسيلتيز وسبورت إن إحنا grow and learn more and more. I'm very lucky to call myself a fellow of Dr. Yahya Salah or a student. Also, I'm very grateful to my dear Professor Dr. Muhammad Hosni for being so educative and for teaching me to consider all the variables always in topography treatment and in refractive surgery generally, and it's not a one-size-fits-all surgery. I'd like to thank Eye Care Center, my colleagues, and my professors for all their support during my PhD thesis on topography treatment, and to thank clinical application specialists from Wavelight for their cooperation. Simply, contoura is a topography-guided treatment for virgin normal corneas. It is done in 2 steps using topolizer vario scanning. Topolizer vario is a placebo-based topographer, which is different from other topographers of the interior. It depends on the anterior corneal surface and the tear film. And the second step is the treatment planning through a Wavelight EX500 machine. This is the topolizer vario. Placebo rings are shown, and this is the image that you get when you scan your patients. And this lovely, nice image is not always as easy as it seems, and it can be really tiresome to get such a clear image with those 3 green marks. The P for preferred image by the machine. It turns green when the analyzed area, the green tab downwards is more than 90% in all the 4 quadrants. And the R for a registered or valid for registration image. This registration occurs when the limbus, pupil, and iris are all clearly scanned. It's important to make sure that the analyzed area is green. What's the number? Since it's green, this means that the 2 optical zones are ready for ablation on both of them. These scans can be tiresome at many times. The patients do not always be able to wipe their eyes open. You have sometimes to do a head tilt to avoid nose shadow. Dryness and desiccation of the tear film can cause gaps, and you have to know how to address this. Anyway, this is not a presentation about how to scan by topolizer vario, but rather how to plan by a Wavelight EX500. The topo-guided treatment is one of other options that are presented by the EX500 platform. It's important to do 2 steps and to understand them fully in order to get a contoura treatment. First, you have to verify the quality of the scans. As a surgeon, you do not just press the button and you get all the images from the machine and that's it. No. You assess the sagittal raw data of the machine. Make sure you have 4 to 8 valid, reproducible, almost similar, not identical, but almost similar examinations. In the middle of the screen, you can see that you can check your K readings, Q values, and pupils. Even if the images above are nice and neat, but you still have an objective evaluation rather than a subjective one. Assessing the numbers, deleting the outliers, any eccentric image should be deleted. And finally, and importantly, downwards, there is the MAD, or the mean average deviation. MAD represents, it's a mathematical assessment of a group or set of data and their deviation from the average اللي هي موجودة فوق على اليمين. والMADD should be less than 0.08 diopters and less than 1 degrees. And you can exclude or include individual exams. Treatment design includes 3 items of refraction. The clinical refraction, the manifest refraction اللي احنا بندخله، والmeasured اللي هو measured by التوبولايزر ده بيبقى exported من topolizer vario واحنا مالناش دخل فيه، هو الماشين exported لوحده. والmodified ده الابليشن اللي هو اللي هيتم. الحقيقة النقطة الأهم في الموضوع هو احنا هنختار اللي هو المodified ده ازاي. المodified في many ways to do it. في recommendations بتاع wave like نفسهم. they do their recommendation based on الستادي اللي هي اتعمل عليها ال FDA approval للكونتورا، ان هم في الستادي دي although it was not a case controlled study but were a cohort but they included اللي هو inclusion او الرينج اللي كان included في that study، وقال لك ان هو ده السيف اللي احنا عارفين ان هو هيخلينا في الرينج ده لما يبقى الدايوبترز access and power اقل من الميجرمنتس دي ان احنا نقدر نعمل كونتور فور شور احنا مطمنين. otherwise لو هو اكتر من كده الحقيقه هو ساب كل الاوبشنز مفتوحه وقال لك عايز ما تعملش كونتور خالص ما تعملش، عايز تاخد الباور والاكسس بس اهم حاجه تادجست السبيريتال ايكويفالنت ماشي، عايز تاخد الميجرد والاكسس تاخد الميجرد اكسس والباور تسيبها 50-50 برضه ماشي. The coming slides are a quick review about I think the main cornerstone studies that I found interesting to understand for evaluating which cylinder power and access should be taken. في studies أخذت على refractive بس وهي أشهرهم اللي هي startling إتهال اللي هي اتعمل عليها ال FDA approval، وناس أخذوا topographic بس زي Pharma protocol by Matawani. And unfortunately, which is the most important type of studies that should tell us what to do, اللي هو نقارن refractive but topographic only. Not many studies. There is that study by Kanalopoulos. It's interesting that the FDA approval trial اللي هي by Startling et al. رغم ان هي كانت واخده على refractive access، لكن هي في النهايه ال FDA recommendations ما كانتش ان احنا سابت السيرجن choice ان هو يختار لو هو عايز يعمل manifest او عايز يعمل measure. This is the Startling et al. Study where they did the topo-guided LASIK, and their follow-up extended for 1 year. The vision was 20/20 or better in 92% and 30% in 1 or more lines at 12 months. Also predictability, which is a major concern when planning topo-guided treatment, was fine. And then we move to the LYRA protocol. It has 3 parts. واللاير بروتوكول احنا هنقف عنده شويه لانه it's very important to truly understand what a contoura is. Layer protocol 3 هو في كل layer protocol layer عباره عن ان هو بياخد على الميجرد او التوبوغرافيك اكسس وبياخد with no limits، بياخد الميجرد لحد up to 1.6 diopters وحتى لو range of difference في الاكسس up to 90 or 89 degrees. ورغم كده بيقول ان هو لقى انه الاستجماتيزم اتحسنت eliminated actually، وانه ال C3 C5 اللي هم Zernike monomials الاستجماتيزم قالوا بحوالي 85%. Again, this is not a case control study، هو عامل بس الميجرد او topographic. What does LYRA mean? LYRA is layer rheoptic reduction of astigmatism. And LYRA simply كده هو عبارة عن انه هو بيقول هو الكونتورا ده يا جماعة عبارة عن ايه؟ الكونتورا عبارة عن ان انا بشيل higher order aberrations وكمان بcorrect astigmatism. It's very important to understand how he analyzes each of them or how he defines them. In LYRA protocol, he shifts our thinking to understanding that the manifest refraction that we get on subjective trial on the patient is of higher order aberrations in the lower order astigmatism, and this is how the brain processes them together. While the contour measured refraction اللي هو الريفراكشن اللي طالع بالحاجة اللي هي بتاع الميجر ده عبارة عن جهاز بيقول لنا المفروض ندخل ايه او ايه هو السيستم اللي باقي احنا نصلحه بعد ما نصلح الهاير اوردر aberrations. بعد in another way مع عملنا smoothing للكورنيا. احنا مش هندخل في تفاصيل قوي من اللاير بروتوكول، بس هنقول ان هو في النهايه قال انه مش بس كده he went further وقال ان actually لا احنا لو صلحنا بالمانيفست ريفراكشن احنا كمان هنinduse اصلا abnormal astigmatism. وجاي عمل ستريس على اهميه quality of the scans و how they should be taken زي ما شرحنا في الاول. و during this protocol هو بيبدأ الأول بأن هو يأسس إيه هو الابليشن اللي هيتم عشان يسموذن these aberrations. في الأول هو بيعمل ده مش ده اللي لازم إن إحنا نعمله في كل مرة بنعمل treatment، بس هو to clarify هو بيقول لك إحنا لو بدأنا إن إحنا نعمل modified zero هنلاقي كده إن الماشين عاملة لنا ablation هو سماها aberration ablation. هنا طبعا هي حاجه بسيطه 6 مايكرونز، يعني ما معناها ان ده اللي انا محتاجهم عشان اسموذن الكورنيا. وقسم في اللاير بروتوكول 1 6 types of cases فيهم الانتراكشن بين الهاير اوردر aberration والاستجماتيزم. مش هندخل فيهم كلهم، بس it's important to notice ازاي هو بيقول انه لو astigmatism they ovalize the cornea in a certain direction and the higher order aberrations would also distort the center of the cornea. This could result in finally either induction of manifest astigmatism by the corneal aberration or هنا لما يكونوا مثلا على meridians perpendicular على بعض ان هم بيعملوا cancellation لبعض. Finally, there is the study by Kanellopoulos where he compared the two types of treatment, topographic versus manifest, and also he found that the topographic or the measured cylinder was found to be superior in vision, higher order aberrations in contrast sensitivity. وده الفيجر اللي هو الثاني هو بيعبر عن اللي هو predictability بتاع group اللي هي كانت عامله topographic axis, which also again predictability is a major concern. في a lot of questions I have been asking myself while reviewing the literature. أول سؤال lenticular astigmatism. They're constantly telling us in the literature about topo-guided treatment that it's rarely seen, it's not negligible, it's not the main, and it changes with age, so you do not have to treat it or direct your treatment towards it. While in other literature dealing with wavefront guided, they're always stressing about how the optical system works all together. So we should ask ourselves how time-consuming or what kind of burden on the reproducibility of scans causes. And as again for literature, it is reported that the wavefront scans, it could reach up to 20% of failure to get a reproducible scan. In our practice in eye care center, we found that some topo-guided scans, it also can reach about 16% failures where you constantly repeat the scan and you still cannot get satisfactory scanning. And this is not also reported in literature. Another concern is you should reflect upon what exactly was used in other literature before the FDA approval. Many studies comparing the topo-guided treatments with other options of the wavelight platform, they do not state frankly what type of cylinder they use, the topographic or the measured, and I guess it could make a difference to analyze both of them independently. Take-home message, topo-guided treatment can offer high-quality vision by contouring a perfectly smooth regular cornea. والأيم بتاعنا دايما هو مش إنه patient زي ما كل presentations اللي فاتت بتكلمك عن patient شايف 6/6 or the service is not satisfied. لا, you're aiming for a patient who is satisfied with the quality. And contoura could provide this dream, thus provided we still have to do further studies to compare which axis to be taken and to validate one over the other. And it's always important when you take the topographic cylinder to compensate for your sphere to maintain your spherical equivalent.